You know when you meet somebody and they say, hey, we should go grab a drink sometime. And then you are thinking, I don't really want to go get a drink. And you can feel a little lump in your throat, maybe a little knot in your stomach because you're thinking, maybe I don't want to go to a bar. Maybe you're thinking, I don't want to be around somebody when they change while they're drinking because that's what happens. Maybe you're thinking, I don't want to see the look on their face when I tell them that I don't drink. There's a lot of reasons why people like you and people like me who are sober, who are alcohol free, why we don't want to go for a drink. There's a lot of reasons why we would like to have my new sober friends. Now, I started feeling that when I was a few months into sobriety. I have been free of alcohol and marijuana since May of 2018. And so what I did is, I was following a lot of those sobriety accounts on Instagram, or at least a few. And on one of those big ones, they post the name of a town. She'll say, post the name of your town and other people can comment on it, and then you can get to know people in your own town. So I actually did that. I did that with some women. We got together at somebody's, like one of those common areas at her apartment, and we hung out. So we got there and we sat down and we were like, oh, hi, hi. And then it's like, okay, what do we talk about? Well, guess what we ended up talking about? Sobriety. I mean, that's what we had in common. So that was kind of the only thing that we knew to talk about. And so we talked about people's problems. We talked about how long everybody had been sober. And then somebody asked, oh, maybe we should go around and we should have everybody share a tip that they have for staying sober. And so, I was sharing, well, I meditate, I journal, I exercise, I have, all these things. And the other women it turns out they didn't really have tips to share because they were all just white knuckling it. And so I was like, wow, what I was thinking to myself was, if I just wanted to sit around and talk about sobriety, I would be at a recovery meeting. And that's not really what I was looking for. So one of the other women, she suggested, hey, maybe the next time we get together, maybe we can all craft. And I don't craft. I have nothing against crafting. I think that's great. I personally don't really do it. I'm not a minimalist, but I am kind of picky about what I bring into my house and what I have in my house. And I'm not going to just make something just for the sake of making something just to have in my house. So I like to do things that are just a little bit more meaningful, I guess. So, I started thinking, how is this going to work? Because I know there's a need, and I think that I might be the person that can create a community where sober women can get together and actually make friends with each other. But I thought, how in the heck am I going to do this? Because one of the things that I know is that, we drank. We drank socially. We drank when we were around other people. Drank alone anyways. We drank, and so when we have gotten to know each other, know people, and we're around people, we're used to having a drink in our hands and, not water. And so we haven't had to even practice or have those social skills where you are truly learning how to have an authentic connection with another person, because when we drank, we would just, the alcohol it turns you into another person, and everyone just starts yelling over the top of each other, and it doesn't really matter anymore. It's like social skills just kind of go out the window. So I just had all these thoughts in my head about how am I going to do this? How am I going to create a community where women can really get to know each other, and they can do it without alcohol. So I, over the course of a year, have been experimenting, and I have come up with something that really works. And I know it works because of the feedback that I have gotten from the people that have been in the community so far. They have told me how it has made them feel inspired It has made them feel more proud of their sobriety and taking ownership of their sobriety. It has made them feel like like they are part of something, like they're actually part of a community. They're part of something that matters. So this is what it is. I'll tell you a little bit about it. So one of the events that we have, that right now it's every other week, is called a Friendship Studio Hour. Now, I'll tell you too that what I've been able to draw upon all these things in my background, because I have a background in education, working with both children and adults. I have a background in training. I have a background in building community, being in community. So I have all of these things. Plus now I'm being trained in as an authentic relating facilitator. So I'm also learning a lot more. Plus, I've been studying and reading a lot about friendships and relationships with women, and how women build friendships and relationships, and how to keep those going over time. So I've been, not only do I have all this background, but I also have been reading and learning a lot that I now am able to take and put into what I'm creating for you in my Sober Girlfriends. So the Friendship Studio Hour. So this is 60 minutes of an experience that is created by me. I lead it, I facilitate it. I'm not talking the whole time by any means, because it's about the women who attend, and it's all about helping the women who are attending to be able to connect with each other in a genuine way, and get to know each other, feel like they're heard, feel like they're seen, feel like they're supported and loved. And they do. That's what they share, that's how they feel at the end of those. So those are really fun. And those, like I said, are every other week. So then on alternate weeks, we have workshops. The workshops are led by sober women. It's extremely inspiring because we get to not only learn something that is going to help us to live better sober lives, aka better human lives. So this could be something like, it's a woman who's a nutrition coach, who does a workshop on how to empower a relationship with sugar and sobriety. Could be a life coach who talks to us about self-compassion. It could be a spiritual teacher who is leading us in a breath work session. So there's all of these different things. And what's so inspiring about it is not only the facilitator, but it's an interactive workshop. And so you're there with your fellow women from the community, and you get to experience it with them, and you're talking to them, having that same experience. So this is just another thing that you then later on, when you see this person and talking to this person in some way, you have this shared experience that you're able to draw from. So those have just been amazing. I feel like my own personal growth has just exploded from having all of these workshops. And then we have a coffee break every hour. So this coffee break is 30 minutes of an open conversation. So people can just talk about whatever they want. And one of those that we had recently, a woman that had joined the community just in the last couple of months, she said, I just wanted to say that I did not realize how important this community was to me until I missed a week. She said, I had no idea. When I joined this community, I had no idea that it was going to be this important to me. But it is. She said, when I missed last week, I felt she's like, I was really sad. Like, I felt lost. I felt sad about it. And people love coffee break. They hate missing coffee break. So we have that going on. And then we have special monthly events as well. So I try to mix it up. We'll have, we've had a vision board party. We've had 5Ks. We've had for Galentine's Day, we had a Galentine's Day card exchange and a texting party. So we have all kinds of different special events that happen as well. So that's what we have going on so far in My Sober Girlfriends. I'm continuing to refine it, as we go. I am a lifelong learner, and I love being able to share everything that I learn with the community to help make it even better for you and for all the other sober women that are in there. I invite you to attend one of the events and try it out. Oh, I almost forgot. And so then remember how I was saying that I realized that there are people that they don't attend recovery meetings, and I didn't attend recovery meetings either, and they need some kind of a tool. And so I didn't want to leave those people out. And so I have also partnered with a senior certified This Naked Mind coach. That was a book that I read. I had been sober for a year before I came across that book, and I loved it. It made me feel just so much more solidified in my commitment to my sobriety, and it made me feel more proud of my sobriety. This was before I even started my Sober Girlfriends. And I love the approach. And so we have partnered with one of the coaches. And so she does a monthly group coaching call with our community as well. So I'm able to also offer that, because I want to make sure that I'm giving that full package to help support women in not every part of their life, but a lot of parts of their life. So in this special community. So I would love to have you check out one of the events, or just join. I mean, it's only $34.99 a month. That is, for the amount of value that you get, I can't, it's nothing compared to the value that you get from the community. So I would love to see you. I'd love to know if you have any questions, and hopefully I will get a chance to meet you soon.